Hello. Hello, hello. We just want to shoot the shit. We just want to shoot the shit. Shoot the shit. Shoot shit. Shoot shit. I don't know. Something about this recording video process is it's not strange. It's not uncomfortable. It's just incredibly freeform. And I am taking all of my fucking time I was like, I think once I start the fucking actual topic that I wanted to talk about, then I may get myself going, but it's like, the fucking topic that I want to talk about is me. I'm just going to be talking about me and myself pretty much this whole fucking video, which is, I'm not used to doing that at all. And so in my head I'm like, I'm hearing and feeling my own resistance to speaking about just myself and my art for who fucking knows how long this video is going to be. Like, the resistance is there though. So I'm acknowledging it and I'm saying hello, resistance. Welcome to the party. Welcome to my recording session for this evening. Happy that you could make it. Glad that you could join me. Stay for a while. Hang out with us. We're gonna be talking. I'm gonna be talking. I'm Julian Gonzalez from Mercury Ulia, and it is November 9th, 2024. Five p.m. EST, and on November 15th, 2024, I will be releasing a new Mercury Ulia fucking project. It's not a fucking project. It is a project. By definition, it's a fucking project, but it is a song. It is a single song. It is not a collection of work. A whole song is a fucking project, though. For me, that's what it felt like anyways. A single song being a fucking project. 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗴𝗲 it is. The song is called Soph. Alternate version. And it is a song that I wrote the lyrics to when I was 14 years old. And I am 20 at this moment. Soph was a song that was on my album from 2022 called 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗴𝗏. This was the first song off of that album that I started writing. And it is a song that I feel like really had a lot more depth to it than what was displayed in the album recorded version. The Absolute Error was a Mercury Ulia is the catalog is the project title of everything that I do in my life and in my journey with music. The Absolute Error was the first piece of The Absolute Error was the girl. That was an album that I put out when I was 17 years old. And the reason that I wanted to put out an album the reason I wanted to put out an album at that time is because I had already been writing songs for a few years. I had, in 2022, in February 2022, I had been producing music for just over 2 whole years. I started producing music in December of 2020, and that's fucking, I made that whole album in fucking GarageBand, and I wanted to document where all of my have a fucking body of work where I could have a I wanted to have something tangible that I could return to at later points in my life that was a documentation of where was my songwriting ability at, where was my singing ability at, where was my production ability at, what was I doing, what were the choices that I was making, how was I executing decisions and my visions for these songs and for this art that was living inside of me. These were my stories, right? So it's just, how was I creating those stories? How was I creating it, presenting it? Boom, it's out. That was so fucking Absolute Error was made between, for me, ages 14 and 17. 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, sure. It wasn't fucking meant to be it was nothing more than just a little project just for a little teenage me. And then right after I put the album out, right, of the, you know, right after I put the album out, there was so much that I wanted to change, and there was so much that I wanted to make different. But like at the same time, it's like it wasn't really like that I wanted to actually go in and change those songs or make them different. It was like, oh, I see how I could have done this differently and made this differently. However, with Soph, that was a song written about a person that had like impacted and been such a like deep actual fucking, and when I say deep, I mean like this person, Sophie, not 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗀𝗀, a girl I knew from like my hometown. This girl Sophie, I just had a different, like, crushes are normal. Crushes, falling into, she was like the safest person I could ever have attachment to. She was the safest person that I could ever have this sort of like limerence attachment to, because we actually didn't fucking know each other in real life. We followed each other on Instagram, whatever. We went to different schools. She probably did not know who I was. And that like disconnect of not actually being seen by the person who I was like highly infatuated with for like 4 or 5 years was so fucking comforting and so fucking safe to just live in that, like, oh, I'm back here, I don't want to really have anything to do with you, I don't really actually want to have any sort of relationship with you, I just enjoy admiring you. And through all of the friendships and relationships and people that I took a more romantic liking to during my high school years and during my like adolescence, Sophie just always was the one that was like the like just my feelings for Sophie were always because my feelings stayed there because nothing about our relationship ever changed because I didn't want it to. What? I think it's still recording. Yeah, we're still live as fuck. So when I made the original song, Soph, put it out, I was like, okay, just for my funsies, just for my own fun, just for my own fun, I want to remake the drop in the second half of the song. Because originally it was sort of hardcore. These 4 on the floor kick drums with this bass that was just pumping and swelling, and then some like percussion on top of it, which did the trick. I mean, not the trick, but like that was what I wanted originally. But then I was like, well, actually, this needs to sound like not like this. So I spent like a year and like 2 months, maybe like 14 months total. I spent around a year just fucking around, intentionally fucking around, to recreate to create the original vision that I had for that song as a music producer and as a musician who knows more at this later point in life and has more skills in their craft than I did when I was 15, 16, 17. So I finished this master version that I really liked. I think I made about 7 or 8 different versions of this song in total. Got to one that I really liked. I was like, this is the one. And I exported the master and kept it in my Dropbox and my files for a year and a half. So I finished the version that is the official alternate version. I finished it in April of 2023, and it is November of 2024 when it's releasing. And part of my biggest holdback with taking so much time to I don't actually think it's really taking that much time. When I finished the song in April of 2023, I did not put it out right away, even though I wanted to. And a bit more time went on. I was going through I was experiencing some late teenage developmental stuff, doing a lot of shadow work, not really hanging around so many people. It started professionally, but I had started becoming a performing DJ. So I had a lot of other things that were at the forefront of what I was being called to do. instead of releasing this song. And then it's like late 2024, right? And I'm listening to this song, and I still really love it. But it is a version of myself that feels very, very far in the past. And I had a very difficult time trying to... The idea of me being the person who I am today and releasing art that is not that is not a reflection or a piece of what I am today, releasing art that was made from a past version of me, I had a really, really hard time justifying why I would even do that. Why would I show, display this very, very old version of me that's like not me. That's not who I am today. It's not me. Sure, it is who I was. Sure, that song was birthed and cared for and nurtured and built all by me during the ages of 14 to now I'm 18 and a half. I'm closer to 19. It's a good fucking span of time. And I am currently 20. And what I am and who I am today was inside of me for a very, 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 very like who I am today was, it took me a long time to understand that I'm fucking over explaining it. The me who made that song, younger, very different, very not who I resonate with today. not who I am today. And that is before I uploaded this song, I would have much rather released something that was a more current reflection of me, a more recent piece of my art and a piece of my story. And then I go back to the teenager that was making that song. I go back to the teenager that was making that song. I understand how often overlooked, how often that teenager felt so out of place that they didn't belong here. And that the creation of the creation of music, that was one of the only things that I had. And I know that that teenager really wanted this song to be released, really wanted to give people the opportunity to listen, really wanted to give people the opportunity to see who they were, and I am today the one who has the power and the ability to make the choice to to let people have an opportunity to listen to that teenager, to give people the opportunity to see and hear, to digest, to interpret. My story, my music. I could choose to hold all of that in me and to keep that away from people. Or I could do the opposite. And so I'm doing an opposite. The opposite of withholding. I'm choosing to share. My friend Miranda encouraged me to share this song because I sent it to her. We were FaceTiming last month. We were FaceTiming in early October. We were talking about, I don't even fucking remember what the fuck we were talking about. And I do remember we were talking about fear. The fear, our own individual fear of being seen and being perceived. Miranda is a person that I am so fucking grateful to have as a friend. She's someone that I feel comfortable enough to share a song that I have not really shared with people. So I sent her this song. And she fucking listened to it while we were FaceTiming, bro. I was like, dog. I was like, I'll text it to you. I'll send you the fucking file. And I think I was expecting her to just listen to it at a time when we were not FaceTiming, listen to it after the call perhaps was concluded. She fucking listened to it during the fucking FaceTime call. So I put my fucking phone down and I started fucking pacing around my fucking house for the 4 minutes that she was listening to it. And holy fuck, did that feel like a long 4 fucking minutes. 4 minutes was over and we talked about it. And one of the last things that she said about it was, she was like, I really think that this is something that is worth sharing. And then right then and there, I opened my fucking DistroKid uploaded the fucking song to be released on November 15th, 2024. And so, Randy, I owe so much of this song finally being released to you, and I am so thankful for you. So thank you. And I love you. And another part of why I was really hesitant to upload this song is because it is not industry standard in terms of how the final master sounds. Industry standard by fucking music industry standards in 2024. This song is like, thing is, okay, so fucking I released an album, right. I didn't really know shit about the fucking like industry standards. I didn't give a fuck at that time. So I started learning about all that shit right after I released the album. I was just concerned with making music. That's all I was fucking doing. That's all I really wanted. I just wanted to make fucking songs. And so during my from like February to 2022 onwards, I learned a lot about how to make songs sound professional by the standards of the 2024 music industry. I fully believe that if I were hired as a mixing engineer or a mastering engineer for another artist or another musician's project, I would be fully capable of making their songs or their music sound up to par with the music of today by industry standards. I could totally do that. I have the fucking knowledge. I have the fucking skills to do that. I did not want to make this song that I'm releasing. I did not want to change it. There was a fucking battle that went on in my own head for a very, very long time about for a really long time, mostly in 2023, the main thing I was telling myself to not release this song was it is not industry standard, so it's gonna it's not successful, it's not going to do well, it's not like. And I also, at the same time I was telling myself that, refused to change it because I liked it. I liked the song the way it was. And I never ended up changing it. So the song that I'm putting out this Friday is not industry standard. It sounds fucking good by my opinion and by no one else's opinion by mine, because it sounds the way that I wanted it to sound. I successfully made it sound and made it look the way I wanted it to, the way that was in my head. And that is not even just my head, but the way that was in my past, the way that was in my experience, the emotion that I felt during that time period of living through what ended up becoming the story of Soph. I put that in the song. It's reflected. It's right there. I made the shit the way that I wanted to make it, and I did not want to take my my piece and then jam it into this sculpting for making it sound industry standard, because that's better, because that is how music will sound better. That is how music will sound better. Cool. Maybe one day I'll release industry standard stuff. Not this song, though. This song is the way that I think it is supposed to be. And therefore, for all of what I just fucking previously spit for the last 60-ish seconds, therefore, to me, it's already successful. I also had this year I spent a lot of time unpacking and sitting in my fear of success. And so I know that once in 2023, when I had finished this mastered version of it, I was release it successfully. I want it to be successful. That's great. That's great if you don't fear success. Except I did for a really, really long time, until I don't know, a few months ago. And this song, it wouldn't even fucking make sense if, it wouldn't even fucking make sense if I had tried to make an industry standard version of this song. You wanna know fucking why? Because industry standard, mainstream, not using those terms as the same, more as synonyms for each other. Music as a business, a profession, right? Doing shit by industry standards, professional, yada yada, lovely, great. However, me as a fucking person, I am not and have never been industry standard. I have never been mainstream. Whenever I had spent fucking so many years in middle school and high school trying to fit in with what I was being fed and with what I was seeing around me and interpreting as the right thing just because several other people were doing it and because several other people were comfortable doing it, none of that was actually authentically me. Mainstream industry stuff is not me. If that is you, that's cool. I'm not saying that that's a shitty thing or that is I'm not saying anything about it actually at all. I'm just saying it's not me. So it wouldn't really make sense if my music sounded that way. This song sounds like me. So Soph, the alternate version that is coming out on Friday, November 15th. I mean, that's a song that sounds like me. That is a song that I am really fucking excited about having be a part of, like, be an official part of the Mercury Ulia discography. It's another piece of my time capsule. And then from there, okay, my MacBook is it's making colors right now. It's on this like sleep screen, and it is making colors that are resonant with how I interpret Soph. iPhone storage full. iPhone storage full. iPhone storage full. Alas. iPhone storage full. So, who knows when the fuck that shut off. However, the colors I'm seeing on my laptop right now are dark purple, indigo, violet, a warm pink, and a deep blue. I want a tinge of light blue. That's Soph. The alternate version for you. So yeah, this is where I stand. this is where I stand today. This is how I feel. These are my thoughts prior to the release. Thank you for listening. This is Julian Gonzalez from Mercury Ulia at 5:50 p.m. on Saturday, November 9th, 2024. Whoop.